Crossbraining is a way for educators to bring deeper learning to their classrooms by letting students take short, narrated videos of their learning. More importantly, we do this with an intentional focus on pedagogy. Let's take a look. First, crossbraining videos are short, generally around 45 seconds. This makes students think hard about how they're going to show their learning. This metacognitive process fosters deeper learning because students are not just memorizing information, they're actively thinking about how to communicate it. Plus, having short videos makes assessing much quicker for educators. Second, crossbraining has students record their narration separate from the video. This further improves learning because it has students explain, in their own words, what is going on in the video they recorded. Additionally, it gives them time to contextualize their learning as opposed to trying to record the audio off the cuff. And not to mention 21st century skills like communication and conciseness. That's not all. Students are asked to write out their narration before recording it. This not only helps students practice their writing skills, it's a multimodal repetition of this skill, which has been shown to increase retention. There are other benefits to this. Removing the background audio makes it easier for students to record. They won't have to re-record because of a noisy workshop or a barking dog. It also makes it much easier for teachers to hear the student narration. The third thing that crossbraining does is allow educators to create steps for each lesson. Educators might recognize this as segmenting or scaffolding. With crossbraining, students record videos for each step, each one building on the last. Importantly, crossbraining allows students to record videos as many times as they want. We find that students want to watch their own videos to make sure they get it right. This self-assessment promotes deeper understanding, builds grit, and creates students who take ownership of their own learning. Another thing to note is what crossbraining doesn't do. Our video editor's features are purposefully limited only to trimming. This avoids any tech aversion or students spending time trying to make a fancy video. We keep it focused on learning. Every classroom needs a lesson, so crossbraining has an easy-to-use lesson creator. Educators can copy and paste anything into the lesson, even pictures, to share with your students. Most lessons have standards or learning goals for students, so crossbraining has a separate keywords section where educators can input important terms that students will see when they're making their videos. This makes it clear to the student what they should be recording in their videos and talking about in their narration. Let's take a look at an actual video made by a crossbraining student. Notice how the intentional pedagogy behind crossbraining creates deeper learning.
We put on the blood pressure cuff, make sure it's snug to the arm, tighten the valve on the bulb so no air gets out. Find the brachial artery, which is different for each person, and place the stethoscope on it. After it's found, pump the sphygmomanometer to 180 to 200 milligrams of mercury. The beating is the pressure of the blood pumping against the wall of the artery. First beat you hear will be the systolic number, and the last beat you hear will be your diastolic number. After you measure the blood pressure and other vitals, make sure you record the patient's information down in the following order: BP, temperature, pulse, respiration. If abnormal, notify the physician.